Good day, everyone. So, I am going to start our report about what are gender issues. So, gender issues are social, cultural, and political challenges that stem from unequal treatment or views based on an individual's gender. So, these issues affect everyone but tend to have a greater negative impact on women and gender diverse people. One major contributor is language, which can subtly uphold stereotypes and reinforce biases about gender roles. Even small differences in how we speak about gender can shape perceptions and maintain inequality. It is important to addressing gender issues requires awareness, education, and conscious efforts to challenge these norms and treat everyone equally, regardless of their gender identity. These are the key points of gender issues. First is gender-based violence. This includes physical, sexual, and psychological violence against individuals based on their gender and can manifest in various forms like domestic violence, sexual assault, and harassment. Second is gender discrimination. This refers to unfair or unequal treatment of individuals based on their gender, which can manifest in various contexts like employment, education, and politics. Third is sexual and reproductive rights. This includes the right to make informed choices about sexual and reproductive health, including access to contraception, abortion, and safe childbirth. Lastly, is gender roles and stereotypes. This refers to the socially constructed expectations and norms associated with different genders. These roles can limit opportunities and choices for individuals. Thank you.
So good day everyone. My name is Marc, Angelo Cuñada, and for the next subtopic is all about challenges of different genders. So when we say challenges of different genders, one thing nga tumauna-unaan is syempre discrimination. One example of that also is societal expectation and so on. So these challenges are very common na nowadays, and most of the time is overlook rin nato, not knowing kung unsang effect ani sa mga tao. So for in definition, both genders face unique challenges stemming from social and cultural expectations, discrimination, and limited opportunities. These challenges can manifest in various forms, impacting education, employment, healthcare, and personal safety. So one good example ani is if babae ka and syempre ang expectation sa society and sa ato culture is syempre dapat hinin ka, gentle or demure, no? And if isa ka sa babae nga mo appeal, for example of MMA, so syempre people will say nga that sport is for lalaki lang manunta. So or mas worse kung if ngayon sila barako kay ka babae na. So they may feel nga ma-discriminate sila sa ilang gibuhat, and as a result mas ma-feel sa mga babae na they have to change kung unsa sila just to fit in and to be accepted. So to further understand ano yung mga challenges and ang effect in both genders, we have here men's issues and women's rights. So for men's issues, while often overlooked, men also face gender-related challenges including societal expectations around masculinity, violence, and mental health. So men also experience societal expectations, especially violence and mental health. Now people may ignore nga ang mga lalaki na is we need help with our emotions or mental health. For example, if a guy na may problem o depression, and the reaction din sa society is dapat man up sila instead of getting support. Now kani nga mga challenges is possible na i-keep na lang sa mga lalaki, and ang ilang mga problema sila kagalingon, which will make their mental health worse, and this is very common nowadays. So next part is women's right. So this encompasses a broad range of rights, including reproductive rights, access to education and healthcare, and protection from discrimination. So we have here number one, reproductive rights. So this means na if you're a girl, you should have the freedom to make choices about sa ilang kaugalingon nga bodies. Like for example, if musugot ba sila nga mabuntis or dili, mogamit ba sila birth control or something like that. And now kung wala niya ang mga rights, no, women may be forced into unsafe situations. Number two is access to education and healthcare. So this is very popular. And ang kaning nga mga expectation, no, is kung babae ka, syempre dapat ka mahimo housewife daw, or pagka daw ko no need na magtrabaho. But in reality, women should have the same education sa mga lalaki to secure a better job and to live better. Next is number three, protection from discrimination. So this means nga dapat dili ni sila i-treat unfairly just because babae sila. For the next subtopic, we have importance of acknowledging gender issues. So being aware of gender issues is important because it helps promote equality, fairness, and respect among all individuals, regardless of their gender. Awareness allows people to recognize and challenge harmful stereotypes, discrimination, and social norms that limit opportunities and rights for women, men, and gender diverse individuals. So it encourages empathy and supports inclusive behaviors. It also drives social change by pushing for better policies, equal representations, and protections against gender based violence. So, in summary, when people know or learn about gender issues, they become more caring towards others, they include everyone and never let them feel left out, and they help change unfair systems. So, sa kanila awareness, mapunta nini siya into a safer, better, and equal world for all genders. Thank you.
So, good day everyone. This is Robert Cruz Alama, and I will be the one to tackle about the sexism in language. So, what is sexism in language? Sexism in language refers to the use of words and expression that unnecessarily differentiate between sexes or diminish the role and value of one gender, often women, through linguistic patterns. It can take various forms, including job titles that links jobs to a specific sex, generic use of masculine pronouns, and language that trivialize or demeans either gender. Now, I will be giving you examples of sexist language. First is the generic masculine terms using like mankind to refer to all humans, or he as a default pronoun. So yeah, using terms like mankind or defaulting to a he as a pronoun can unintentionally exclude women and non-binary individuals, making them feel invincible or less valued. This type of language can shape perceptions in professional, academic, and everyday setting, reinforcing the idea that men are the default. Choosing inclusive alternatives like humankind, humanity, or the singular they helps foster a more accurate and equitable view of everyone, promoting a sense of belonging. Next is the job titles. Terms like chairman, fireman, or policeman, implying that only men can hold these roles. So, job titles like chairman, fireman, or policeman suggest that certain roles are meant for men, minimizing the visibility and contributions of women and non-binary people in these fields. Gender-neutral terms such as chairperson, firefighter, or police officer acknowledges that these roles can be filled by anyone regardless of gender. So, misag bayi or laki maka-occupy jud ani na profession. This shift in language helps challenge stereotypes and support equal opportunities in the workplace. Third is the objectification, language that treats people, particularly women, as objects of desire rather than individuals. So, when language focuses on someone's appearance or treat them as an object, especially women, it strips them of their individuality and reinforces inequality. This shows up in casual speech, media, and interaction like catcalling. Mostly, or it is common in the like sa public, like kanang sa mga highways or anything. anywhere like secluded. Using language that respects people's agency, intelligence, and character foster a culture of dignity and fairness, where people are valued for who they are, not just how they look. And lastly, the stereotyping phrases. Phrases like man up or throw like a girl reinforce harmful gender stereotypes. Uh, like these statements that I've mentioned earlier reinforce outdated and harmful gender norms. These pressure like man up these pressure meant to suppress emotion while throw like a girl unfairly implies weakness. These phrases limit potential and shape negative perceptions. Replacing them with more thoughtful language encourages emotional expression, self-confidence, and gender equality for everyone.
Sexist language has significant negative consequences, impacting individuals' well being, perpetuating inequality, and contributing to harmful behaviors. It can lead to feelings of ostracism, reduce motivation, and negatively influence mental health. Sexism in language refers to the use of words or phrases or expressions that discriminate based on gender, often favoring men and marginalizing women or other gender identities. Additionally, sexist language can reinforce stereotypes, limit opportunities, and contribute to the culture where gender based violence is normalized. This can shape how people perceive roles, status, and capabilities, often reinforcing gender stereotypes and limiting social equality. Solutions and recommendations: promote gender neutral language, encourage the use of inclusive terms like humankind, chairperson, or they as a singular pronoun. Raise awareness. Educate the public about the impact of sexist language and gender stereotypes. Policy implementation. Organizations should implement policies encouraging inclusive language in official documents and communications. Media responsibility. Encourage media outlets to challenge gender stereotypes and highlight diverse voices. Using gender neutral language is a crucial step toward fostering equality and inclusivity. By adopting inclusive terms, raising public awareness, and implementing support policies, we can reduce gender bias in everyday communication. Additionally, media plays a vital role in challenging stereotypes and representing diverse perspectives, helping to create a more equitable society for everyone. Conclusion: addressing gender issues requires a holistic approach that includes challenging deep seated linguistic norms. Language shapes thought, and by eliminating sexism in language, society takes an important step toward achieving true gender equality. It is not just about words, it is about the values they represent and the future they help to build. Thank you.